swimming in the water, we're paddleboarding on the water, we're boating on the water, and coming in contact with the water, it's important for it to be healthy. But there are times where, like in a heavy rain event, it's too much water to handle. And so when that happens, it ends up overflowing into the ship canal. Almost half of the amount of combined sewer overflows that enter our local waterways in all of Seattle are occurring in the ship canal.
It's not the treatment plant that's the problem, it's actually just there's just too much water in the tunnels and the collection pipes. And basically, this is a historical problem from 100 years ago when there was no treatment. So all these overflow locations, they just charge the sewage and everything right into the water bodies. We're going to remove about 75 million gallons of this sewage and stormwater from the ship canal every year by storing it in the tunnel, then draining the tunnel with a pump station to the West Point treatment plant. And I do have to clarify, when people hear I'm working on a tunnel, they instantly think about traffic, that we're building a tunnel to improve traffic from Ballard to Wallingford, so it's actually a water tunnel. The name of our tunnel boring machine is Mudhoney, and so many people know that Mudhoney is a grunge band from the Seattle area. We lowered Mudhoney into the Ballard shaft in the spring of 2021. It's a really huge machine. If you put all the pieces together, it would be nearly as long as 7 semi-trucks put back to back. The machine was made in Germany, and it's an international crew that operates that from countries from all over the world.
There is people that can speak multiple languages. 50% coming from Latin countries.
Maybe 6 years ago, I started at Mexico. So I started there this kind of tunnel with a soft material.
This is my first time on tunnel like this size, and it's amazing. I'm happy to be part of this project.
This is already the 3rd year they are working together. So there is a very, very beautiful coordination between them. Also the help of people that can speak multiple languages can always put everything in common.
Everything has to work in sequence. There's 3 trains running down the tunnel. They're working about 24 hours a day, 6 days a week. This is not a high-speed rail line. Yes, it is bumpy. It's really loud, and I think it's important to note that this is the commute. And there's about 15 people up at the machine, and this is how they commute to work every day. They commute there and they commute out.
We will walk through, you will follow me. So now we can go straight, follow me.
Every tunnel is a new adventure, you know. It's never the same. I'm operating the tunnel boring machine. As you can see, the muck's coming out real quick. We're mining almost at 3 inches a minute. You know, you got to counteract, you got to put positive pressure, but at the same time, not too much.
He's mining, the soil's coming up over the top on a conveyor belt, and then it's dropping in where you saw that guy back there. What we're mining through is essentially a soil that was deposited and then run over by the last glacier about 15,000 years ago. And so we're running through very hard compressed soil. When he stops mining, he's done for 30 minutes. Then we're gonna see very quickly these guys or gals trying to set those liners in to build the tunnel. To build about 5 feet of tunnel generally takes about 30 minutes if all goes well. Parts of the tunnel are underneath the roadways. Parts of our underground structures will be under the Burke-Gilman Trail. People have no idea what's underneath there. And that's part of the whole realm of utilities. If you look at utilities, you don't see them. Yeah, what we're looking at here is Mudhoney, our tunnel boring machine for the storage tunnel. We're super excited about this after a 22-month journey from Ballard. The machine cored into the side here, right on the mark, right into our Wallingford shaft. So we're now finished with our storage tunnel. But the machine, you know, looks like it's been through a lot. It has. The red stripe is all the paint that's left from Mudhoney when the machine started back 22 months ago. We're basically going to be recycling most of the machine. The contractor will basically take most of the cutter head and kind of the steel piece that you see here off. Inside are lots of different pumps, an operator's room. Those will all be lifted out and actually sent back to the manufacturer in Germany to be refurbished and to use on another project. And then actually most of the hard metal that you see here will actually be melted down locally and reused for other purposes. We did all this work during COVID. We did it as a team. We have a great contractor. The Lane Construction Company has been great to work with. It's been really amazing to see everyone working together. When we're working at these shafts, we're here for years, and we really appreciate people's patience.
The benefits that we'll see from this project are going to be long-lasting. It's something that's being built to last at least the next 50 years. Environmental stewardship is really important to Seattle Public Utilities, so we want to improve the environmental health in our communities so that way our communities can thrive and enjoy this resource now and into the future.
You always want to try to make a difference, and when you think about you're working on a project that will remove 75 million gallons of sewage and stormwater, that's something to be proud of.
Watch City Stream Tuesday nights at 7 on the Seattle Channel, or find us anytime online at seattlechannel.org.